Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. Bold and the Beautiful spoilers have Steffy Forrester caged for days, with Finn making false rescue starts and Luna Nozoa painting herself into a corner. Next week on the CBS soap. The lack of a bathroom for Steffy still ravels fans, and she's resorted to begging instead of threatening as next week rolls along. Plus, John Finnegan remains slow on the uptake as clues drop in his lap. But the ringleader of this demolition circus didn't think of everything. So Luna soon finds herself in a panic. Steffy Forrester, Jacqueline Missinswood, has spent several days in a cage, so far, on Bold and the Beautiful. We now know the timeline thanks to a hint the person holding her captive dropped last week. Luna Nozoa, Lisa Yamada, seemed worried for a fleeting second that Steffy hadn't eaten in days. Plus, she hasn't taken so much as a sip of water since caged on Bold and the Beautiful. Since the Forrester intern uses a delivery system of beverages to kill her prey, Steffy won't touch anything she hands her. While the Forrester daughter continues to scream bloody murder for help, this only makes the woman holding her in a cage more aggravated. Bold and the Beautiful spoilers have Steffy doing something next week with Luna Nozoa. She probably should have done this since waking up in that cage. Instead of antagonizing the woman who holds the key to her death, as she's done all along, she starts to reason with her. Next week, Steffy finally lets her controlling attitude fall by the wayside and makes promises to the woman who locked her up. But the evil intern won't bite. Luna tells Steffy that she will say anything to go free. And she's probably right with that assumption. But there's still a problem fans can't wrap their head around. Sure, she's not eating or drinking, but she must have to use the bathroom by now. So this still leaves the soap's critical thinking fans with the perplexing question. How does the soap explain this? Finn can't shake the nagging feeling that Steffy is in trouble. John Finnegan, Tanner Novlan, tells his mother next week that he can't help but think Luna is at the bottom of this. Hearing this stuns Lee Finnegan, Naomi Matsuda. Lee Finnegan, much like everyone else, still looks at Luna Nozoa as a sweet kid. And until Finn ran into his cousin at Bill Spencer's, Don Diamond, estate, so did he. But his little cousin looked anything like the daughter grieving over her mother's incarceration. She tried to entice Bill for a swim. Last week on Bold and the Beautiful, Finn had a couple of false starts. He came close to going to Luna Nozoa's apartment to offer her support. But Lyde reminded him the apartment complex is slated for demolition, so he probably won't find Luna there. Then, he visits Poppy Nozoa, Romy Park, in jail. She asks John Finnegan to go to that apartment and look for clues from the real killer. But so far, he hasn't made it there yet. B&B spoilers suggest he makes some headway next week as he tells Ly that he thinks Luna may be behind his wife's disappearance. So finally, a fire is lit under Finn on Bold and the Beautiful, and he heads out to find his wife. Finn gets out of slow gear now with Luna in his sights on his mission to find Steffy Forrester. That snarky Luna Nozoa, who emerged to Steffy Forrester, will likely become cornered next week. Bold and the Beautiful spoilers suggest something rattles Luna, as her perfect plan hits a snag. Maybe Finn will let her know he's going to the apartment. But that likely poses a huge problem for his cousin. She has his wife held captive in a cage at that location. But Luna's plan of Steffy dying in the demolition doesn't seem to go as planned. It looks as if this intern attempts to feed the Forrester daughter the same cocktail she killed 2 men with. But Steffy won't ingest anything that's passed through Luna's hands. At this point, it's hard to imagine that Luna cares about Steffy taking in enough nourishment. So, her insistence that her boss eat and drink likely serves a purpose only for Luna Nozoa. Luna Nozoa might be okay with poisoning people, but drawing blood by shooting or stabbing might be beyond her limit of capabilities. She probably couldn't strangle Steffy Forrester, as she could easily overpower her if she got too near. This is Bold and the Beautiful, so they could handle the building's demolition without offering the fans details. So, what you might see in real life probably won't be what you see here. But before anything is blown up or torn down in a real-life demolition, they do a thorough building inspection minutes before they hit the switch. They make sure there's no one inside.